Welcome to our channel, where we explore important historical events in just 5 minutes or less. In this video, we'll be diving into some of the most significant moments in history and giving you a quick overview of what happened and why it matters. So sit back, relax, and let's learn about the past together. George Orwell, whose real name was Eric Arthur Blair, was an English writer and journalist, who is best known for his novels, Animal Farm, and 1984. He was born in India in 1903 and was educated at Eton College in England. After working as a police officer in Burma, he returned to England where he began to write. Orwell's writing is known for its political and social commentary, as well as its vivid descriptions of poverty and class struggles. He was deeply critical of totalitarianism and the abuse of power, and his work often reflected his political views. Animal Farm, a political allegory about the Russian Revolution and its aftermath, was published in 1945 and became a bestseller. 1984, published in 1949, is a dystopian novel that depicts a totalitarian society where the government controls every aspect of citizens' lives. The novel has become a classic and is widely studied in schools and universities. Orwell's writing style is characterized by its simplicity and clarity. He believed that good writing should be accessible to everyone and that the purpose of literature was to communicate ideas and to inform people about the world around them. He was also a journalist and wrote many articles and essays on politics, literature, and culture. Orwell's political views were socialist, but he was critical of Stalinism and the Soviet Union. He believed that socialism could only work if it was democratic and that totalitarianism was the opposite of socialism. He was a strong supporter of the Spanish Republican government during the Spanish Civil War and fought for them as a volunteer. He was also an early critic of the Cold War, and believed that the United States and the Soviet Union were both imperialistic powers that were using the threat of communism as an excuse to interfere in other countries' affairs. Orwell's health was poor for much of his life, and he died of tuberculosis in 1950. Despite his relatively short career, his work has had a lasting impact on literature, politics and culture. His novels continue to be read and studied, and his ideas and writing style continue to influence writers, journalists and politicians today. His work is often seen as a warning against the dangers of totalitarianism, and a call for freedom, democracy and human rights. In conclusion, George Orwell was an English writer and journalist whose novels and essays continue to be widely read and studied. His writing is characterized by its political and social commentary, vivid descriptions of poverty and class struggles, and its simplicity and clarity. He was a socialist but critical of totalitarianism and the abuse of power. His work serves as a warning against the dangers of totalitarianism and a call for freedom, democracy and human rights. His legacy continues to influence literature, politics and culture today. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for future topics, please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our other videos.